And so, yeah, I can't really say where it came from or where it rooted from, but it definitely started, back when I was actually, hold that thought. My first year.
Now it's getting good.
No,
Here
yeah,
we
I'll
go.
tell you a story.
Now it's
My
the
first
truth.
year,
Okay.
I'm playing Tiny Mice. I'm 6 years old. We had, I think it was one of our first practices, or we had one practice, and then the second practice I was going to. I just remember sitting in the car, and I was telling my mom, like, I don't want, like, I really don't want to practice. Like, I don't think I could do this anymore.
At 6?
At 6, like, well, they were making us do some crazy stuff, like Oklahoma drills, which is like 2 kids on their back, and then you roll over and full speed tackle. I'm not gonna say anything about what those rules were.
That's insane.
What those rules were like.
Oh my gosh!
So,
at 6 years old, you're lucky if you know what offense
exactly,
and defense is. Okay.
Exactly. So
okay. So
we
you were
started
ready.
a little fast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But I remember in that car, and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm kind of done with football. And my mom just said, play this first game. Like you made a commitment to this team. You made a commitment to all the people that signed up with you. Just play this first game. And if you don't feel great, or if you still feel this way after that, then you can let it go. Played my first game, probably had 4 or 5 touchdowns, and just felt the joy of that work, like coming to fruition. And that was really it for me, for at least that, those first couple years. And then probably when I was 9 or 10, started getting into contact and started to like contact a little more, and seek that. And and then I feel like each year I just grew fonder and fonder of the relationships I was making, the people I was meeting, everything that kind of came with football season was pretty special to me. And I guess I didn't really look back after that.
Big shadow. I don't know anything about what you came up in. I mean, it looks like a fairly affluent community. Was it a football-centric community? Like, all I know is you dealt with wildfires. I don't know what your hometown. Remember when we talked about?
Yeah, we did deal with those.
What was your childhood like? Why this love for football since the age of 6?
Yeah. I wouldn't say we were the most affluent. My parents did sacrifice a lot to make sure that we went to great schools. And I would say the schools were, they sacrificed a lot to put us in those schools, but obviously you got to give up something. And so, like, we didn't live in a terrible house or anything, but it was just a run-of-the-mill kind of, one-story, rather, I think, 3-bedroom. And so we weren't, living great, but at the same time, like, you just kind of understand growing up that, your parents sacrificed so much to get you into those private schools and get you that education. And I never took that for granted.
Interesting.
But grew up in a sports household. Every season was a sports season. Like my first season was probably football. Played baseball. I think I played baseball probably starting at 5. Like I was the youngest in my league the first year that I played. And then kind of probably I started playing basketball around like 9. And so it was baseball and football initially, and then basketball came in, and it was every season I'm doing something. So just kind of grew up with the love for sports, with the love for what it taught me, a love for just all the lessons that you get out of football. And my dad coached me a little bit in football growing up. So and he's really big on just having a love for what you do, having a love for the people around you, and just being as grateful as you can in all of that. Because if you're grateful for what you do, I feel like you approach things with a kind of different level of energy, different level of passion.
Good family? I mean,
great family. Oh yeah, and my mom and dad.
Through.
Yeah, they sacrificed everything for me and my brother to do whatever we wanted to do, and that was also pretty cool. Like that they didn't have like a guideline of like, okay, we're gonna raise you football. Like this is all you get to do. Like
no stage mom kind of.
Yeah,
dance
not
mom
at all. Like it was like that's whatever you want to do. They actually wanted us to branch out and try everything. Like try everything and see what you're passionate about. My mom put me and my brother in drama, like in like elementary school, middle school. They're like, you have to do drama, like just to branch out, just to see if you'll like it. And I like to think that helped maybe with my presence,
right?
Ability to speak a little bit. But
Did you do a play or a
couple
musical?
plays.
Or do
Musicals.
you remember any of them? Like, to this day, you've got that soundtrack.
Dr. Seuss, the Seussical is what it was called. And then I did
Nice.
Legally Blonde. Oh, my God. It was a musical, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
You sang?
I'm telling you not to. I don't want to see this footage.
Please, can
come
I
up.
find
No, yeah. I don't have any music, songs for you, but
Okay, that's amazing.
no, yeah.
So, were your parents athletes as well? I'm assuming they're Gen X, and did they play sports? Did they like?
My dad played football. He did play football. He played at the University of Cal Berkeley, and then went undrafted into the league. Played for a little bit for the Niners, the Seahawks. Probably had a 2 or 3 year career.
That's very cool.
And then my mom really played everything. She played volleyball. She played some flag football. She actually just got inducted into her high school Hall of Fame for being like one of the first flag football. Her and her sister, some of the first flag football, whatever. She hangs that over me every day, and since that. And so they both grew up playing sports, and I guess it kind of rubbed off on me and my brother. My receiver background, a little bit like having all those times tracking the ball, but I also think it's my baseball background. I was a really good baseball player growing up, and I feel like all those reps of, just tracking the ball in the air, being able to play outfield, and, it's a smaller ball, right? So if you have the wherewithal to, be able to catch that in the air and get a glove on it, I like to think I was a pretty proficient fielder. But I'd probably credit that most for my ball skills.
I also wanted to ask you, offensively, there are some plays, any sport, basketball, football, where the play is drawn up for that guy, for the quarterback, for the receiver.
Sure.
Is it the same for DBs? And what I mean is, you better be assignment sure and a couple of teammates, and he can go freelance a little bit or take some chances. Like Charles Woodson would do that here, where he would just, because he knew he could trust Tramon Williams. And so what about, is it kind of like that? Is it an unwritten rule, or do you work together? Do you have to be together as a team first to figure that out, or do you talk about it pretty openly?
Yeah, it's a little different than offense. Like offense, you have specific play calls for a receiver or, quarterback to take a shot. But defense, you can take shots, but they have to be within the scheme of the defense. You have to be able to know where your help's at. This guy. We have to be able to.
You are very popular. I have to say. People like to mess with you.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what it is, but you have to just do your job in the scheme of the defense. I feel like that's rule number one. And then, the really good ones find the places that they can take shots. And I think that's Charles Woodson did really well is, he found the coverages or let's say the plays that offense is giving them and found places that, okay, I know I have help here and here. I can take the shot and it's not that big of a risk in this specific call. But there's specific calls where you can't take those risks, right? Like where when you're in the deep third of the defense, you're in the post, you can't jump, like you don't have the risk is way too great to be able to jump a route. But I've definitely found the deeper I get in this defense and just the more reps I get, the more comfortable I feel, taking some of those risks. Like you see me, shooting some gaps to make some TFLs, and that's not because it's a blitz per se. Like, and some on the defensive side of the ball, like blitzes are our way to take a shot. Like those are our deep shots for a receiver. Just saying, go get the quarterback or go, play fast. And so, I've gotten some of those TFLs not because I get called to take a shot, but rather because, I'm in the position that I need to be. I read the keys that I need to read, and then when you're in the right spot, it's just like if you read the key and understand what's coming, you're allowed to take some of those shots. And when you take it, you make it. That's what we say a lot from the defensive side of the ball. So,
This defense that gets lost. We're always looking at him. We're looking at the big
the
pass
big plays.
deflection.
The
stuff
highlights.
Yes. Well.
No, there's definitely. I definitely place an importance on the little plays, the routine plays. You would say. for me, and I think for a lot of safeties, those plays aren't as routine as they may seem. There's a lot that goes into being able to read the run in the first place, get to a spot where, the ball carriers, and sometimes it's in a position where, the ball carrier's in the open field and there's not really many people around, and you're isolated in a box with, an elite change of direction guy, that does this for a living, makes people miss. And so, I definitely take pride in those type of plays, but although, me and X, I feel like we've done a good job of getting runners down in space this year. Those are definitely plays that aren't as easy as they, may seem. Because not only do you have to, get yourself to the spot to where you can tackle them, you also have to bring enough power and have enough momentum coming forward. You can't just be, flat-footed, ready to catch a ball carrier, because there's a lot of bigger guys that are gonna, run you over and stiff arm you or do whatever they can. So there's a lot that goes into it. But I think we both pride each other on just making those routine plays and making them look routine. That's definitely something that is, a point of emphasis in our room, because we're the last line of defense. There's no one else behind us. Once behind us, it's out the gate. So, those are definitely things that we take pride in, for sure. No, yeah, it's definitely a lot of work to get in the spot in the first place. Like, recognizing formation, recognizing your matchups, down in distance. Like for the Lions play, for example, a lot of that was recognizing who was where. Like they had Amon-Ra in the slot, third and manageable, like third and pretty short. So probably coming out quick, I'm thinking, and with what we've shown on film, we show a lot of pressure on third down. So quarterback is probably thinking, okay, I got to get this ball out quick. So it's just a lot of, just all that preparation, all that mental, just information that you can try to process as fast as you can so that, when the play comes to you, you're in the right spot.
But did you do anything to get stronger for your quote-unquote sophomore year of your NFL season, or did you want to stay at the same weight and the same everything because that works for you at this point?
I wanted to stay around the same weight, but I wanted to change my composition. And I'm not a huge believer in completely changing everything you do to or trying to change completely your weight to try to be a different player. Like I believe there's different things that work for everybody. Like there's no universal solution to that. But for me, I mean, I'm just a guy that really kind of focuses on just getting a little better each day. That's like something I hang my hat on, something that
in a weight room or in a new
sorry. In a weight room, for sure. You got
what?
Yeah. No. We got a second reporter, my guy. No. But no, yeah.
Can you give me an example in a weight room? Like somebody who is it squat press? Is it some kind of torture chamber with the core? Is it something else? I mean, you need total body for your position.
For sure. And core strength is actually, funny you bring that up, is really important, I feel like, for our position. Just because, a lot of what we do has to do with change of direction. And I feel like having the core is kind of just the foundation for, where a lot of the movement starts. Mm-hmm. And so, definitely this offseason, I was definitely getting my core circuit in, whenever I could. Sometimes it definitely sucks, at the end of these workouts. It says we got 300 reps of, anything, whether that be bike climbers or sit-ups or
is that the ladder thing?
No, like on the ground, like or I don't even know what they're called.
The bicycle crunch type thing?
Yeah, bicycle
300
crunch.
Of those?
Well, I mean, you can mix them up, like do 25 of those, 25 sit-ups, 25 I don't even know, like
dead
bugs, where your legs are in the air and you're trying to toe touches.
That's the upper core, that's the upper abs.
Yeah, so all of that.
Okay. Fun stuff.
Yeah, fun for sure.
Okay.
But no, I'm definitely a guy that just believes in the work behind the scenes. Think that you're not making obviously like enormous gains each day, but if you just do the little things right every day, do all your reps in the weight room, and just hang your hat on the work. Like the work is never going to cheat you, and the work will always be as rewarding as it will be if you put it in. You're going to get out what you put in. So.
My favorite saying is nobody ever drowned in their own sweat, which is like